Aries, welcome to your reading. So before I jump in, I just want to say that I'm now offering extended versions of all of these weekly videos. So it's only the ones by Zodiac sign. The link will be in the description box below. So let's jump in and get your current energy. What's influencing you? What do you need to focus on? And your past? And your strength? Your near future? What else do you need to know? What else is influencing this? And your hopes or fears? And your potential outcome? And so this video is only going to be available on TikTok at Tarot with Michelle and on YouTube and Rumble at Tarot and Astrology with Michelle. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I'm getting the Two of Cups. So could be about a relationship, could be internal alignment, because I'm actually picking up both energies here in the reading. And so regardless of whether there's another person or not, I am getting a lot of balance within yourself and focusing on staying balanced and maintaining the balance that you're finding. There's something about maintaining this balance. So when I look at your current energy and I get the Six of Cups, the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. So there's something about the past. Feels like it's coming back around again here. But from an emotional place, it feels like you're focusing on the positive. So whatever this memory is, because it feels like it's a memory, I'm not picking up another person, but I am picking up either a situation or some sort of circumstance here that's reminding you of the past, but in a really positive way. Whatever this is that's coming back around, it's kind of creating new inspiration for growth and expansion, because I have the Wheel of Fortune influencing this Six of Cups. For some people, this may be somebody from the past returning. I'm actually not getting that energy very strong. So take it as it resonates for you. Whatever this is that's coming back around, it feels like you have a second chance at being really happy here in whatever the situation is. There's something like positive memories from the past coming around, but I'm also getting some sort of opportunity connected to it. The opportunity feels like it comes later. The positive energy, the positive memories happen first, and then all of a sudden something appears. So we'll see how that plays out. In what you need to focus on, I'm getting Temperance, so Sagittarius energy. This is a lot of internal alignment, internal balance. It's all the balance that you've been working towards. It's holding on to this. So even as you're navigating some sort of growth and expansion, it's not letting go of the balanced energy. It's acting from a place of balance here. Eight of Cups showing up here in the past. So you did walk away from a scenario. Could be a person, take it as it resonates. Whatever it is that you left behind, it was something that just wasn't needed anymore, wasn't going to be beneficial to the path forward, it just wasn't working anymore. So you just left it behind. And with that, it feels like you took a lot of positive energy with you and you're building from a place of positivity, created a lot of balance within yourself. And this is more balance within you. So I'm getting the High Priestess in your strength position. And so the High Priestess is trusting your intuition here. But you only do that if you feel really balanced. That's when your intuition is its loudest. And I am getting the sense here that you are and have been working on just focusing on your stability. So you're recognizing that you can't help anybody else out if you're feeling depleted yourself. And so it feels like you've been putting in a lot of energy and a lot of work to make sure that you're not overcommitting to things or stretching yourself to the point where you don't even have time to take care of your own needs here. I'm getting the sense of that self-love, self-care showing up. We have the Page of Cups showing up here in the near future. So you're going to take some sort of action, move in the direction of what you want. That Page energy, it just feels like you're ready. You're ready to do something here. It's because of all the work that you've done to get to a balanced place. And so now that you've built this solid foundation for yourself, you're ready to grow and expand. And that's what I'm picking up here. You're kind of entering into that growth phase after working on a stable foundation. And so when I look at how the universe is shaping the situation here, I'm getting the Hermit with the Empress. I love this. So the Hermit, Virgo energy, a lot of internal reflection and healing. The Empress is you coming out of hermit mode. This feels like the balance that you've been working towards, focusing on prioritizing your own needs, because you can't help somebody if you're not in a place to be able to do it. You're too depleted, whatever the case is. But this Venus energy that's showing up here also feels like it's transformation. So in this deck, you can see that she's pregnant. So it's a woman who's about to become a mother. And so that transformation into motherhood feels like it's at the end of that cycle of healing, of kind of all the internal reflection. So you're stepping out into Empress energy, not about the gender, it's about the energy of it, where you're kind of ready to emerge and ready to put yourself out there. Really to pursue what you want, the growth and expansion that you're looking for. Now, because we have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and now I'm getting the Empress, this could be about relationships because this is Venus, and Venus does rule relationships. Take it as it resonates for you, but I'm picking up a lot of just the work that you've done on yourself and the direction that you're heading now and how different it is than what you just exited. And everything that you're leaving behind, you're only carrying forward the happy memories. You're building from a place of happiness. Showing up here in your hopes or fears is the devil. So that Capricorn energy coming through. Now, the way it's coming through, it's a fear. It's a fear that whatever it is that you're building is not on stable ground, that it doesn't have that stable foundation. You're not going to be able to grow and expand the way that you want. It's coming through as a fear, and it's really a fear because of what you left behind. You don't want to go back into an old cycle. I don't get the sense that you will because of all the work that you've done. I feel like you really are truly moving forward. In fact, showing up here in your potential outcome, I have two cards. I have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. That's internal alignment. That is your head and heart being aligned. So everything that you're doing, really from now forward, really focusing here on just what matters to you, what really is going to be in your best interest, moving down that path. You're acting from a place of stability, focusing on the positive energy, building from happiness. I love the way that this is coming through. So let's dive in and get a little bit more information. So tell me about that Six of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Wands with the Devil energy. So what you are doing is walking away from that devil. So that devil, that one that's showing up here in your hopes or fears, shows up here in your current energy, but it feels like, I don't know if it's how clear that's going to be on camera, but the Page of Wands has his back on the devil. And so you're leaving that energy behind. You're leaving the old behind in favor of something better, just focusing on the positive and building from that place because of all the work that you've done. You're not interested. You're not tempted to go back into an old cycle. Tell me about Temperance here. Three of Pentacles. Okay, so now I'm getting relationship energy because this is building something with another person, but you had to be balanced within yourself first because you can't fill somebody else's cup if you don't have your own fill. I'm not going to get the words out right, but I think you get what I'm saying, where you need to make sure that your needs are being met before you can help anybody else. And so building something here with another person doesn't do you any good if you're feeling depleted. What are you going to build with? What energy exists? You're depleted. So it feels like everything that you're doing right now is to ground yourself in where you are. And you're at the point of allowing growth and expansion, including this Three of Pentacles, building something here with another person. Tell me about that Eight of Cups. Tower. A sudden realization showing up here in the past, or some sort of breakthrough energy. Could actually be the obstacle was removed from the path, but it's coming through more in like your mental space, where recognition, realization on what the devil was and the old cycle and what needed to be left behind. And I'm not getting a lot of clear energy on exactly what you left behind, other than you've made the moves to really leave it behind, focus here on the positive, and just act from this positive place. This was acting in your best interest. So when the Tower removes things or kind of creates that realization for you to walk away, it's because it recognizes whatever this energy is, whatever this obstacle is, it's holding you back. It's preventing you from having the life that you want or really maximizing your happiness here. And so it was assisting you by showing you all of that. As uncomfortable as it can be, it was really here to help you. It's all in the past. Tell me about the High Priestess. The Emperor. So the Emperor, that Aries energy, that Mars, my way or the highway. I love it. You're acting from a place of strong intuition. And it feels like because you are very balanced, that intuitive voice is very loud and it's directing you in the direction, directing you down the path, setting you up for a lot of success here. But I get the sense, and this is where the devil, I don't think, stands a chance. Any temptation from the past, you're not interested, because that my way or the highway that comes out of the Emperor, you won't get distracted. You're not opening yourself up to anything like that. You're very kind of driven and focused, almost like you have blinders on. You're just focused on the future. You're not going to let anything distract you or take you off course. Tell me about that Page of Cups. Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man, it's pause or delay so that you can see things from a different point of view. I don't feel like the pause and delay still exists. I feel like that was part of the walking away energy. That was part of the past. What you're taking forward with you is the ability to see the path forward, to really be able to understand holistically what is taking place, how you've been held back in the past, how you break free of that, really break free by not entertaining it, not letting yourself get distracted. And it's showing you the path that you need to take, and you're doing it. The Page of Cups. So the pages don't usually come across as that strong movement, but I'm actually getting strong movement out of this one. It's kind of that new beginning energy. So focusing on what you want, coming at it from an emotional place, your intuition. But I am getting this sense here of movement, despite the Hanged Man as well. Tell me about the Empress. Queen of Swords. So the clarity that you needed, you received. The transformation, it feels like it's complete, to be honest, the way it's coming through. It feels like everything that you've done that led to this point, and you've been listening to the universe. When the universe was guiding you down this specific path, you really stepped into your Emperor energy, your card, and said, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go down this path. I really want what I want, and I'm not going to let myself be distracted. Because I'm getting a lot of clarity, a clarity on everything. That Hanged Man, that being able to see the big picture, you really took it all in. You really understood all of it. With the Hermit here, I'm getting the Phoenix. So it's the Phoenix rising. It's specific to this deck. I love this card because this is your rebirth. This is you kind of rising out of hermit mode. Yes, the Hermit here, and transforming into this Empress energy where you're focused on your own success, your stability, getting what you want, really building from that place of happiness and stability. I love that Phoenix rising because you haven't forgotten the past, but you're seeing things differently and you're not interested in going back there. Tell me about the Devil. Knight of Cups. You want to go after what you want, and what you don't want is the devil holding you back. And I get the sense that the devil's not going to hold you back because of the way that you're kind of viewing everything and the action that you've already taken and the action you'll continue to take, because I do get the sense that you're in this kind of phase of blinders on. I'm focused on what I want, and I'm just going to move forward. Tell me about that Queen of Cups with the Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords. So moving fast. I love that. This is very, very quick movement. It's going after what you want, but with that clarity that you need in order to move forward. So in the extended, we're going to dive into this a little bit more and see if there's any hidden messages that weren't revealed during the reading. We'll get any kind of guidance from your higher self and how all of this is going to play out over the next 30 days. So if you're interested, there's a link in the description below. And if not, I will see you soon. Take care.